Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Siti Nazila binti Ahmad Nurin. So my matric number is 01DAV22M1047. So today I will talk about bankers checks and also demand draft. So firstly we will continue with definitions. So what is definition of bankers checks? Okay, it's also known as a cashier check. It's a check issued by a bank guaranteeing a payment to the specific pay. It is drawn on the bank own funds. So over here we can know that banker's check is more to like we go to the bank and we ask the bank like I want to have a check with like 5,000 for we give our check to another people. So it's not like ourselves that we keep a check, but we ask the like cashier to the cashier at the bank like we want to having a check for 5,000. So that's for example for bank's check. So another is demand draft. So what's the meaning of demand draft? It's a type of prepaid instrument similar to a check, but typically used for making secure payment. It's issued by a bank instructing another bank or its own branch pay a specific sum to a main party. So I will explain about demand draft. So what is different from banker's check and also demand draft? So demand draft we know that we can keep the check by ourselves. Like we keep it for whenever we want to withdraw it. So we can just like write by ourselves like 5,000. So we can go to the bank and we will get the money because. But before that, we need to have like the signature by ourselves. So this is like we can call it as more to save, and also we know that the bank give the check to the people who are really valid to having the check. So that's from me.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Nabia binti Rizwan and my matric number is 1046. So I will continue about the characteristic of banker check and demand draft. The first one, for the banker check, it is guaranteed by the issuing bank. Next, it cannot be stopped or cancelled on its being issued. The third one, it is typically used for large transactions like property purchases or high value purchases. And the last one, it is very ideal for someone who want to make local payments. After that, for the demand draft, it is prepaid and drawn on the bank funds. It is commonly used for transactions where the payer and payee are in different locations. After that, it can be used for securing payments like application fees, security deposit, and others. And for the last one, demand draft cannot be drawn in different currency for international payments.
This will continue with the differences. Firstly, allocation. Bankers check are primarily used for transaction within the same city or a limited local area. They are often issued by a bank to a customer who needs to make an secure payment locally. A banker check ensures that the payment is reliable. Given its local focus, these checks are designed for easier clearance within the same banking network. While for demand draft are versatile and can be used both local and long-distance transaction like international payments. Unlike bankers' check, they can be used for intercity or international payments, like I said before. If you need to send money across cities or even to another country, a demand draft is a reliable option. This wide scope allows demand draft to be used in a variety of contexts, from business transaction across different regions to international applications. Number 2 is processing time. Because bankers' check are generally used for local transactions only, their processing time is typically shorter than demand draft. The clearance process is usually faster since the check is processed within the same or nearby banking networks. This makes bankers' check a practical choice for transactions where a quick turnaround is desired. While for demand draft may take longer to process, especially for transactions that involve multiple cities or international boundaries. The reason is that demand draft often require additional clearance steps, which can introduce delays. For example, if you send a demand draft to another country, the recipient banks need to process it through their own clearance system, which might take several days or more. Number three is revocability. A banker's check, once issued, a banker's check is irrevocable, meaning it cannot be cancelled or stopped by the person who requested it. This feature offers security to the payee, as they can be confident that the funds are guaranteed. This irrevocability makes bankers' check useful for transactions where assurance of payment is crucial. For demand drafts are also generally irrevocable once they are issued. However, there might be exceptional cases where the issuing bank can stop payment, usually requiring specific authorization and fees. This feature, although rare, can be useful if there's a critical error or change in plans. However, due to their secure nature, banks often require a compelling reason to cancel a demand draft. Lastly is use cases for bankers check. These are commonly used for high-value local transactions where a secure payment method is needed. For example, you might use a banker's check to pay for early asset transaction like buying a car or settle educational fees within the same city because the funds are guaranteed by the bank. It's a safe method of payment in situations where the recipients want to secure their form of payment. For demand draft, the wider scope of demand draft makes it suitable for a range of transactions, both local and international. Businesses might use demand draft to pay suppliers in different cities or countries. For students, they might apply to universities in other countries, often use demand draft to pay application fees. Additionally, demand drafts are useful for international travels when you need a secure form of money transfer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hazika binti Asli, matrix number 01 DIB 22F1044. So, I will continue for the advantage and disadvantage for the banker check and demand draft. So, for the advantage of banker check, the first one we have a security. Banker check are considered more secure than personal check because they are drawn on the bank-owned fund rather than an individual's account. And second, certainty. They provide a guaranteed form of payment since the funds are already set aside by the bank. And the last one is acceptance. They are widely accepted as a form of payment for large transactions, especially in situations where personal check may not be trusted. Next is advantage for the demand draft. The first one is security. Like banker's check, demand draft offer a secure form of payment as they are drawn on the bank-owned fund. And second is accessibility. Demand drafts are readily available at most banks and can be obtained quickly. Next is wide acceptance. They are widely accepted for various transactions including paying bills, making investment, and purchasing goods or service. Okay, next I will continue for the disadvantage. For the banker check, first one is cost. Bank may charge a fee for issuing banker's check, making them more expensive than other form of payment. Second is availability. It may take some time to obtain a banker check, especially if the amount is significant or if there are restrictions on the availability of funds. And the last one is non-refundable. Once issued, banker check are usually non-refundable, so if they are lost or stolen, it can be difficult to recover the fund. So for the demand draft, the first one is cost. Bank may charge fees for issuing demand draft, especially for large amount. And next is non-cancelable. Once issued, demand draft are typically non-cancelable. So if the transaction fall through, it can be challenging to recover the fund. Last one is replacement. If a demand draft is lost or stolen, replacing it can be a cumbersome process involving paperwork and fees. In summary, while both banker check and demand draft offer secure payment option, they also have their own set of advantage and disadvantage that should be considered depending on the specific needs of the transaction and the preference of the parties involved. That's all for me. I will pass for the next presenter.
So as you guys can already listen to what my friends explained to get you guys, so next I will do a conclusion. So for banker's check and also demand draft, so banker's check and demand draft are reliable instruments for secure payments. Understanding their different and use cases can help in choosing the right one for your needs. So when you guys understanding what is banker checks and demand draft, you can easily to as we say, you can easily to, like, if you have done some of business for doing the to having the check, so you guys can say to the bank that you guys want to do a banker's check or demand draft, because you guys already know about the difference or from the two types of checks. So that's all from me. So I hope that you guys understanding what we all and my friends already say and give explanation. And that's all from me. Assalamualaikum.